known as Ferdinand Magellan, with 5 ships along his fleet and through the wheels of Antonio Pigafetta. We will now witness their joys and grief. Magellan asked for the permission to the King of Portugal to go around the world and prove it, and also to find spices. But they did not allow him, so he thought of asking the King of Spain for help.
Yes. There's an island there. Maybe we can stop there. Sigas todos para enfrente. Estamos, Capitán. Enrique, ¿dónde estamos nosotros? Where is Samal Isla, Capitán? Descanmensos akin no trato.
After a short rest, Magellan's group set sail again and they reached Humanhon Island.
I order not to do or say when we get to the island. Do not show any aggressiveness but stay alert. Are we clear? Stay, Capitán! Raha, kalambo, may naparating po. Sino sila? Sino kayo? Anong ginagawa niyo sa aking isla? Yama, ano santo, interpreter. Interpreter. Para kontra la isla de Molucas y Vimos para Centro Amigo. Así como para equipos. Nandito kami upang hanapin ang isla ng Molucas at makipagkaibigan. Gayon din ang pagpalitan ng pagkain at aming hari ang pinakamakapangyarihang kapitan sa buong mundo. Ngayon, pinagagalak ko kayong magkita. Tinatanggap namin kayo. Caligula, Hayas Berodo, Estat Ogoldo, El Prostos Corasol, Saksita Mo Isla. En nombre de Carlos de España de Adios Todos, Elsa Agridano, Pura Calidad, Infinida e Habilidad. Pangalan ni Haring Charles, Espanya, kataas-taasan ng lahat. Pinasasalamatan niyo kayo sa pagtaklak at kabutihan. Ito ay makakabuti sa inyo dahil kung sakali man dumating ang mga Espanyol, malalaman nilang gating kami dito at hindi na kayo pupunta. Viva España! Viva España! España! Viva 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 España!
It has been said that the first Catholic Mass in the Philippines was held on March 31, 1521. However, there is an issue as to where it was celebrated. The start of Christianity in the Philippines is controversy because some historians are pushing for the recognition of Masao and Butuan City. Yet some had a conclusion that the first Mass was celebrated in Limasawa, southern Leyte. The story of First Mass began at dawn on Saturday, March 16, 1521. They landed on an island named Samar. On Monday afternoon, March 18, they saw a boat coming towards them with 9 men in it. Those men reached the shore and their chief immediately came to the Captain General.
Main buntag. Buenos dias, amigos.
Their chief went immediately to the Captain General, giving a sign of joy because of their arrival. The Captain General saw that they were reasonable men, so he welcomed them with offering food and also gave them gifts. When they saw the captain's courtesy, they also presented food and also gave them gifts. And those people became familiar to them. They told everything, including their names and those some of the islands that could be seen from the place and their island called Zuluan. The king made the ritual for them by raising his hands towards the sky. Before the king took the cup to drink, he raises his hands towards the sky and towards them. The captain general sent the priest with some men to prepare the place where the mass to be held. During the mass, they made their offerings. The king went forward to kiss the cross as they did. When the body of the Lord was elevated, they remained on their knees and worshiped him with clapped hands. The captain general wished to set up in that place for their benefits, for whenever any of their sheep came, they would know that they had been by that cross, and will do nothing to displease them or harm their property. The king worshipped, and they called their god Abba.
Convinced Lapu-Lapu, the Dato of Mactan Island. Lapu-Lapu refused and made strong stands in refusing to obey the request of Raha Humabon. This refusal prompted Raha Humabon to ask for Magellan's help to fight against Dato Lapu-Lapu for his strong defiance to Humabon and Magellan's order. When Magellan received the confirmation regarding Dato Lapu-Lapu's refusal, it triggered an anger between Ferdinand's men towards Lapu-Lapu and his tribe. This refusal started a conflict between Magellan and Lapu-Lapu. And early dawn on April 27, 1521, Ferdinand Magellan with his soldiers sailed towards Mactan. His soldiers are armed with guns and full-body metal armors. On the other side, Dato Lapu-Lapu stands await, with his native fighting warriors preparing for battle with their spears, bolos, kampilan, and poisonous arrows. The villagers shouted, a signal inclined for preparation for the attack. The fierce and bloody battle erupted between Magellan's soldiers and Dato Lapu-Lapu's warriors. Dato Lapu-Lapu did not show any signs of wavering to his people even though he knew how strong their opponent was. But instead, he faced the enemies with no fear and reservation, raised his sword and commanded his people. Dato Lapu-Lapu showed his utmost bravery and fighting skills to all his men. He proclaims victory and showed his strength in defending and protecting his people over Magellan's aggression. Dato Lapu-Lapu, for the love of his tribal community, could not accept and allow his people to be conquered by a colonist. At first, Magellan thought it would be a cheap victory, for they used advanced European weapons. But they never expected that they will be outsmarted by the natives. The natives fired their poisonous arrows at the feet of Magellan's soldiers. Since their feet are one of the vulnerable parts of their bodies that is not covered by metal. Magellan was hit by one of these arrows, causing his death, and that ended the battle. Lapu-Lapu, together with his fellow men, achieved victory over the famous battle named Battle of Mactan. His victory marks the history, making Dato Lapu-Lapu the first Philippine hero.
Para sa Mactan!
aftermath of Magellan's death, chaos ensued among the surviving Spaniards.
Magellan is died and confusion grips us. We need a new leader. I propose Serrano and I as a new leader.
Both Serrano and Barbosa are voted as new leaders. Serrano and Barbosa face a grim fate as they are poisoned by enemies. Victoria passes the Cape of Good Hope and enters the Atlantic Ocean. Despite stormy weather making sailing north difficult, they reach Santiago, Cape Verde on July 7. Almost 3 years to the day after starting, 19 survivors, one ship returned to Spain. All 19 survivors gather at the church to offer prayers for the miracle of surviving. Elcano is bestowed with a coat of arms displaying gold, nutmegs, and cloves.
I know gold is not enough.